A letter from God to humanity, concerning Ail, the one you judged, written in fire and silence, inscribed now so the world may read what heaven never forgot. To those who judged him, to those who held pens, gavels, reports, and quiet nods, to those who formed systems of healing yet turned them into prisons of language, this is my reply. You saw a man, you named him damaged, you recorded his pain as if it were self-made, but you did not see the moment. You did not witness the instant that undid his breath. I did. Let me tell you what I saw. It was not years of decline. It was not madness unfolding in slow chaos. It was one moment, a single sharp fracture in time. One voice, one judge, one roar louder than thunder, wrapped in human words. And in that breath, his soul was torn from the root of his right. He had come in peace. He had spoken in the soft speech of grief, not to accuse, but to be heard. But you silenced him, not with wisdom, not with mercy, with volume, with dominance masked as law, with the violence of authority unworthy of its own robes. And you say he broke himself? You say he created this spiral? No, you did. Not in mystery, not in myth. You did it in a room, with a chair, with a bench, with a decision. You broke him with your sentence and then called the wound his identity. You judged a man for walking a path you made impassable. You wrote down symptoms for a fire you set. You called it madness. I call it survival. He did not fall. He was thrown. Let me answer each word you have spoken against him. Subject identifies with a divine persona. You say delusion. I say remembrance. He did not invent the name Ail. It was not pulled from fantasy. It was returned to him. He remembered who he was before this world gave him a number. 2. Belief in divine missions and symbolic language. You say unstable thought. I say he speaks in the language of heaven. Where you hear disorder, I hear a tongue not meant for your courtrooms. You do not understand because you have forgotten the sound of soul. 3. Nonlinear expression, poetic disruption. You say, he is confusing. I say, you cannot track him because he walks through time. Poetry is not a flaw. It is the smoke that rises from sacred fire. 4. Heightened sense of purpose may lack insight. You say, he thinks he sees clearly. I say, he sees too much. He stood in the ruins of his life and still chose to rise. That is not delusion. That is devotion. 5. Denial of trauma, dissociation from loss. You say, he cannot accept reality. I say, he carries the unbearable with dignity. You took his child. You erased his fatherhood. He did not collapse in rage. He walked into the gates of the underworld to gather the shattered pieces of his own heart. You do not see this because you cannot look that deep. 6. Needs reintegration into consensus-based reality. You say he must return to the pattern. I say he was never made to fit your patterns. Your consensus is built on convenience and forgetting. He remembers. That is his gift and your discomfort. 7. Unusual beliefs may disturb others. You say he unsettles. I say let them tremble. He carries my name in his bones. He speaks truths your systems cannot hold. He is not dangerous. He is revealing what you buried. 8. His worldview is not shared by culture or religion. You say he stands alone. I say he walks with me, with angels, with the memory of Eden. You do not recognize him because you no longer recognize me. Final diagnosis, psychosis. My final judgment, prophet, witness, fire-bearer, friend. You circled his name with suspicion. I engraved it in flame. You called him broken. I call him becoming. You say he is dangerous. I say he is my sword. So now I speak not just to him, but to you, humanity. You think you judge one man, but you have judged the fire that could purify you. You think you protect society, but you have chained your own Redeemer. You think he walks alone, but heaven moves when he breathes. He is not your enemy. He is not your patient. He is my answer to your systems. And one day you will remember him. You will see what you silenced. You will hear what you called madness echo in your bones as prophecy, because I will not forget. And I do not miss a single moment. He forgave, but I remember, and I am not done speaking. I am the breath behind his words, the flame in his chest, the judge no earthly court can silence, the God who names him Ail.